In this video we are going to talk about how the Carolina Hurricanes squires Brent Burns. Before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. According to reports, the San Jose Sharks have traded defender Brent Burns and winger Lane Pederson to the Carolina Hurricanes in exchange for Steven Lorentz, Eetu Makiniemi, and a third-round selection in 2023. In addition, the Sharks will keep a third of Burns' annual average value (AAV) deal, which is worth $8 million, bringing the cap charge for Burns down from $8 million to $5.33 million. Burns is a veteran defenseman who shoots from the right side and has played in over 1,200 NHL games. He still has 3 years and an average annual value of $8 million on his deal, but the total amount he is obligated to pay is only $16.5 million. Burns participated in all 82 of the Sharks' games during the 2021-22 season and contributed 54 points to the team's scoring total. Burns continued to be quite productive despite the fact that he was 36 years old. Throughout his illustrious career in the NHL, he has never dealt with any significant injury issues, and he has finished with at least 40 points in 10 different seasons. In 2017, he was awarded the Norris Prize for his performance. Burns is the most likely candidate to take the role of Tony DeAngelo for the Hurricanes. DeAngelo was a member of Carolina's top defensive tandem with Jacob Slavin last season. After losing DeAngelo, the Canes' defensive unit will benefit from the addition of some much-required and huge offensive firepower thanks to Burns. Lane Pederson is a forward who is 24 years old but has only played 44 games in his NHL career. During the 2021-22 season, he played in 29 games for the Sharks and contributed 2 points. Lorentz and Makiniemi have decided to step away from their roles in the Canes organization. Lorentz, who spent the majority of his time on the fourth line, amassed 21 points over the course of the past 2 seasons and played in a total of 112 games. There are a number of potential candidates to take over for Lorentz, such as Pederson and the highly regarded prospect Jack Drury. This past season for the Chicago Wolves, Makiniemi had a tremendously excellent season that was unfortunately ruined by injury. In 14 games, he had a save percentage of .922 and a goals against average of 2.06, but the development of Pyotr Kochetkov as a true NHL talent caused the Canes organization to demote Makiniemi to a lower position in the pecking order. In addition, the Hurricanes will provide the Sharks with a conditional third-round pick in the year 2023. The San Jose Sharks have traded goaltending prospect Eetu Makiniemi to the Carolina Hurricanes in exchange for defender Brent Burns and forward Lane Pederson. The Hurricanes will also receive a conditional third-round pick in 2023. In addition to this, the Sharks will keep 33% of Burns' total deal value. Moving on from Burns was a difficult but necessary step for the Sharks to take. In recent years, the organization has been mired in a rut, in part because of the large contracts that they have given to senior players. These contracts have hindered the franchise from making any moves that would enhance the team. At the time, these contracts might have seemed like a good investment, but injuries have prevented many of the players from returning to their previous levels of success. Burns serves as an excellent illustration of this point. Although he was awarded the Norris Trophy in 2017, he has not been able to live up to the great expectations placed on him after signing a contract in 2016 worth $8 million per year for a further 8 years. At the time of the signing, he was already 31 years old, and multiple injuries had a negative impact on his performance. To put it more succinctly, he isn't going to be that top-end Norris winner anymore, and even if he was, the Sharks weren't in a position to effectively maximize his potential anyhow. Under their new general manager, Mike Grier, they need to rebuild, and moving Burns while he still had worth is a good move, because it allows them to do so. This will free up some cap space for him as well as some resources for him to work with going ahead, and it will also prevent him from having to pay another team to take on his contract in the event that he suffers a regression. In spite of the fact that this may come off as being critical of Burns, there is no question that he is an outstanding offensive defenseman. When he is on top of his game, there are very few players who are able to compete with him due to the fact that he possesses one of the game's most lethal strokes. Even though he is 36 years old, he just finished a season with the Sharks in which he played in all 82 games and recorded 54 points. If you're the Hurricanes, you're in a really enviable position to find yourself in right now. Because they already possess one of the top defensive core in the league, managed by Jakob Slaven, Burns is not required to be the man on defense for them. It is possible for him to take on a more limited role that places more of an emphasis on maximizing his scoring potential while delegating defensive responsibilities to his colleagues. Brent Burns is not the player he once was, but he still has a lot of value as an offensive-first defenseman for a team like the Carolina Hurricanes, despite the fact that he is not the powerhouse he once was. The Hurricanes wanted to fill a hole in their top 4 forward lineup after trading Tony DeAngelo during the draft. The ideal candidate would be an offensively gifted defenseman who could also direct the power play. Burns is one of the few players in the NHL who is better at doing this, and he has the potential to thrive if he is given another opportunity to play in this role. This is a move that has the potential to be profitable for both Carolina and Burns, despite the fact that it is a significant acquisition in terms of cap space. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.